my channel, and if you're new, what up? Welcome to another Shop My Stash. I have not done a Shop My Stash in so long, and if you guys haven't been following or keeping up with me, then you don't know that I recently moved. Like very recently I moved across country actually, so I'm in a totally different space, totally different setup, and I'm still trying to get everything set up in my filming room. I now have an actual like filming room, and I'm just trying to get everything together and set up. So I probably will have makeup drawers where I can actually like put my makeup in drawers and then be able to show you guys me actually going through my makeup collection, and y'all can see what makeup I pick out. But those drawers are not set up yet. Until they're set up, this is going to be the format for my Shop My Stash videos, the same as it's always been. You guys are seeing the products that I've already picked out. Basically, I didn't want to do a recap of the Shop My Stash that I had done previously because it was quite a while ago. But if you guys want to check out that video because you're new here, then I will link that up in the cards for you to go and look at. But I'm starting fresh and I'm super excited about this iteration of Shop My Stash. I'm getting more into like my spring colors. Even though it's rainy outside and it's about to be super cold next week, I'm still getting into my spring items and I'm really excited about them. So without further ado, let's jump into the products that I have picked for my Shop My Stash. Just like with before, I'm not sure how long my Shop My Stashes are gonna run. If they're gonna be every 2 weeks, every month, child, every 6 weeks, I really don't know. It's just how long I end up going with these products. But let's go in the order that I do my face. So for primers, I had to pull in my new baby. This is the Milk Pore Eclipse mattifying primer. I love this thing, you guys. Like, it is so amazing. It works so well. If you have oily skin, you need this primer. Absolutely, you need this primer. The reviews say it all. This primer does so much for your skin. It's beautiful. It definitely helps to keep you matte. It minimizes the pores. It makes your makeup long wearing. I'm obsessed with that primer. Y'all will see that in a favorites video because I love it. And then another primer that I've been testing out that I really like, that I'm probably going to get a full size of, is the One Size Secure the Blur Makeup Magnet Primer. This one is also really good if you have oily skin. Like if you just need something to not only grip your makeup and make it long wearing, but just make your makeup look more smooth because you have oily skin, definitely check that one out. And then this one is a tried and true OG favorite. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Pore Minimizing Primer. They no longer make it in this packaging, and I have not tried the actual new packaging because I don't know if that's a different formula or not, but yeah, I like the old packaging and it was holy grail status. It was so good. I only chose 2 foundations, and again, one is my absolute favorite. This is the YSL All Hours Foundation. This has a sunscreen broad spectrum of SPF 30 and it's considered to be a luminous matte foundation. Y'all, this thing is the truth. These two products together, if you are an oily skin girl, you absolutely need to try these. Just get samples from Sephora and try them out together. I promise they will change your life. In the YSL foundation, I have the shade DN3, which is a neutral undertone. And then I'm pulling in my Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation because this is also a tried and true, never lets me down type of foundation. Full coverage, it's matte, it's long wearing, and it's a great option from the drugstore. So now we're going to move on to my cream contour type products because I have been cream contouring a lot, and actually these products are considered to be liquid contour bronzer type products, and I've also been obsessed with these. So the first one is the Tarte Sculpt Tape Contour like wand, dupe for Charlotte Tilbury. So they say, I don't know, I don't have the Charlotte Tilbury one, but this one is supposed to be a dupe, and I have the shade Deep Bronze. I really love this product. It's very different than a cream contour, if I have to be honest. This is more of a liquid, and some people feel like liquids blend away more than creams, but I promise if you give this time to sit on the skin, not too long because then it will be hard to blend out. But if you give this a couple seconds to sit on the skin before you go in and blend it out, I promise it's going to give the most beautiful bronzy sculpted look, just like it says. So I'm obsessed with this product. I think it works very well for me. And then another liquid contour product that I'm pulling in, this one is from Milani, and this is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Liquid Contour in the shade 04 Cocoa. I really like the ease of this product. It's literally the same thing as like the one I just showed you, or Charlotte Tilbury. It has the wand applicator, and you just like dot it or draw it onto your skin, and then you go to blend it out. Same concept with this one. Give it a couple seconds to like melt into your skin first before you go to blend it out. And I highly recommend blending these products out with brushes instead of sponges, so you can get like max coverage and application. Again, like I said, I'm obsessed with those products. So the next thing I've also been obsessed with, also from Milani, and it's also a liquid product. This is the Milani Liquid Highlighter. So this one is in the shade 02 Stardust. Same exact packaging as the contour. This is perfect. This shade is so pretty. It gives a nice lit from within glow. I look very healthy and highlighted and shiny. And I like to put this on first before I go in with my cream blush or my concealer, because it goes so well underneath products. It looks so well underneath products. Like I said, it gives that lit from within glow. So it is stunning in my opinion, and I love it. So next we're gonna move on to cream blush, and I pulled in 2 cream blushes, and the main one is the Rare Beauty one, because Rare Beauty is coming out with 2 new limited edition shades on March 30th at Sephora, and I am so tempted to buy those shades, but I don't even really get a lot of use out of this one. I know I had it in my Shop My Stash, I believe the last round or the round before that, and I did use it quite a bit then, but you know, like how everyone uses these all the time. They use them like every single day. They're always using them. I've seen people finish this entire blush, okay? That is outrageous. I've seen people finish these, so I feel like I don't use mine enough as I should, especially because it's so pretty. It's so easy to use. Again, I feel like using a brush to blend this out works better than a sponge, and I like putting this on before I apply my concealer, just so that I get like maximum full coverage and it blends underneath products, and it looks so like lit from within. You look blushy from within. So it's so pretty, and I have mine in the shade Grace, and it's a nice like pretty pink color, like perfect for spring. So I want to pull that in to kind of deter me from buying 4 more of her liquid blushes, okay? And then I'm also pulling in my ColourPop blush stick. This is my favorite color from this line. This one is in the shade Under Pressure, and it is such a pretty coral shade. Like, this is the perfect color for my skin tone. I love a good peachy coral type of blush. I feel like it just works with my undertones perfectly. So I'm super happy to be bringing that in. And then we're gonna move on to my concealers. So I pulled in 3. I pulled in my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is not my favorite, but I do want to use it. I have mine in the shade Medium Dark 2 Caramel. And y'all see I only have a mini size, and that's because, like I said, it's not one of my favorite concealer products, but I need to try and use it. And then I'm also pulling in this concealer. This is the Kylie Jenner Skin Concealer, and this is pretty old in my collection. I have mine in the shade Buttermilk. I don't even know if she still makes concealers, but whatever. I have this in my collection and I want to use it. It's a nice concealer. It's a very liquidy, thin consistency, so I like to use it as like a layering or building concealer underneath other concealers. So I want to use that one. It looks pretty pink in the tube, but when I apply it, it's more of like a neutral undertone. And then I'm also pulling in this CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer. I used this the other day and I remembered how much I love it. And this one is in the shade Warm Honey. Full coverage concealer, not too drying on my under eyes, but it's heavy duty enough to hold up for like all day wear. So I love it. And then these are going to be my under eye setting powders. So I talked about my Black Opal True Color Pressed Setting Powder in one of my favorites videos. This is in Around the Clay Girl, and it's an oil absorbing pressed powder, and I like to use this for under my eyes because of that yellow tone that it gives. So I will use this first to set under my eyes with like a beauty blender puff, and then I will go in with my actual like loose powder product. So I wanted to bring in the CoverGirl True Blend loose powder in Banana to go with that concealer that I'm putting in, and then I also wanted to bring in my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop setting powder. This is also in the shade Banana. I love a good yellow tone powder. The NYX one is very, very smooth, finely milled, sets down my concealer really good. It does a great job. And then to actually set my entire face, I'm bringing in one powder, and it's going to be the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Powder Foundation that matches with the liquid foundation. This is a really, really good powder foundation. I don't actually use it as a powder foundation. I use it to kind of set my liquids, but I love it for that. It definitely gives coverage. It smooths the skin, and it's not cakey. So love that. Those are the powders that I'm going to be bringing in. Now for my blushes, I've really been into like super bright, vivid blushes. That's what I've been wanting to wear. That's what I've been craving. Danessa Myricks just came out with some new blushes for her line. House Labs by Lady Gaga came out with some new beautiful, amazing blushes like in watermelon tone, peach tones, orangey tones. Like, I'm obsessed. The springtime is gonna be the time for makeup, okay? I'm just feeling it right now. So to also deter myself from buying all of those blushes, I'm gonna get them eventually, but I don't need to buy them all at one time, and I don't need to buy them all now. So I'm trying to deter myself by using things that I have in my collection. So of course I had to pull out my Juvia's Place Blush Volume Duo, and I have like 5 of these, but I pulled out Volume 2 because Volume 2 is more of like this kind of peachy pink tone. It's super pretty. Like, I love the colors of these blushes. I will give y'all some swatches, and I basically just mix these two together. Y'all can see the pink is very light on my skin tone, and then the coral shows up beautifully. When I mix these two together, I get the most perfect corally peachy type of shade. It's so pretty. And then I also have this Nars palette that I actually got from TJ Maxx, okay? This one is in Rising Star, and these are the colors. This came out during the holidays last year, I believe. So this is what the colors look like. As y'all can see, these blushes are bright and vivid. They show up beautifully on my skin tone. So y'all will be seeing me use this in some of my videos and tutorials and get ready with me's and things like that, because I'm obsessed. The only thing I will say is that this blush pops out of the pan. If I hold it like down or something, it pops out of the pan, but that's actually not a problem for me because, like I said, I got that from TJ Maxx. That was a steal. I think I paid $20 for that palette, and it's originally like 40 something, almost $50. So yeah, got it on a steal. Another blush that I'm pulling in that I actually use mostly as a blush topper is this one from Dior. Comes in this nice velvet sleeve. I did a haul showing this product on my channel. I will link that video up in the cards. It's a hygiene and beauty haul if you guys want to go and check that out. This is the packaging of the blush. Very luxe, very high end. I got rid of the little blush brush that came in here because I didn't need it. Do you guys see the high shimmer and shine on this blush? It's like that Nars Orgasm peachy pink color. It has the gold glitter running through it, but then it also has pink and purple and blue reflex running through it as well, in addition to the gold. So it's a little bit different than Nars Orgasm, and I love using this as a blush topper. So y'all will be seeing my cheeks looking super glowy, super peachy, super pink. Yeah, because of all these blushes that I'm adding in. So that's another blush. And then one more blush that I'm adding in, I'm gonna throw in this Kylie Cosmetics blush trio, and this one has some really vivid, pretty blushes. Like, these are freaking gorgeous, and I don't use them a lot. They're super pigmented, high quality, blendable, and it's like, why don't I use these? But I'm gonna use them now because, like I said, I've just really been into those like really punchy, poppy type blushes. So we're gonna get some great use out of that. And then for my bronzers, I'm bringing in this Ilia bronzer. This one is in the shade Uptown. This is actually more of like a contour shade on me. It pulls a little bit gray, so I will be using that as a contour shade. And then for my actual bronzer, I'm pulling in the matching Kylie Cosmetics bronze trio, and this one comes with a brightening powder, a bronzer, and then a deepener, which is kind of like a contour shade as well. I love mixing both of these together. This is so pretty on me when I have like a tan, when my skin is a little bit darker, but I can still get away with using it now. It's beautiful. Okay, and then last but not least, you guys, let me show y'all my highlighters. So I'm only bringing in 2. I don't think I need more than 2. The Nars palette also has a highlighter. It's kind of more of like a blush topper to me. Like, I would put it over the top of the blushes, not as a highlight on its own. But I did get this Pat McGrath Labs times Bridgerton. What is this? This is the Skin Fetish Sublime Skin Highlighter in Extreme Gold 002. I picked this up also from TJ Maxx. I picked this one up on accident. I was trying to get the other lighter color, but I ended up getting the super gold one, and I will try it out and I will definitely see how it does. If anything, this will be really nice to wear for like St. Patrick's Day because it's like that greeny gold, you know, pot of gold type of color. So I'm pretty sure I will get good use out of that one. And then I'm also going to pull in this one from MAC. This is a loose highlighter, and it is their golden bronze loose highlighter iridescent powder, and I haven't even really used this, so I want to try it out and see how it looks on my skin tone. It's a deeper highlighter for sure, and I don't wear too many like super deep colored highlighters, but I definitely want to give this one a try. So let me put all of this stuff back, you guys, and then I will show y'all my eyeshadow palettes and then my lip products. Okay, so I raised y'all just a tad bit so we can go over the lip products really quick. So I do have some eyeliners that I'm gonna show y'all when I talk about my single eyeshadows and my eyeshadow palettes, but I did bring in 2 Fenty glosses. So I brought in the cream. This one is in the shade Mauve Wives. I really just need to get used on my Fenty cream glosses because they're getting a little bit older in my collection, and I really do enjoy the formula. I just don't use them a lot. And then I also repurchased the original OG Gloss Bomb in Fenty Glow, and I forgot how much I love this color, how much I miss this color. Yes, I have dupes for it, but I just wanted the original, the OG. I wanted the Fenty one. So I repurchased that one, and I want to put it in here so that I can use it. I put in 5 of my Live Glam liquid lipsticks. Y'all know I love this lipstick formula. I love this company. I no longer am subscribed to them, but I still have a ton of their lip products, and I want to get some use out of them because I literally have every single color that I could ever need for the rest of my life. From nudes to reds to purples to cool tones to peaches to oranges. Like, I literally have everything, okay? So the first one that I'm putting in here is Pop Clink Smooch, and this is a really nice pinky nude color, as y'all can see. It is gorgeous, stunning, all of the above. So I'm gonna be using that one. I'm also gonna be using this one. This one is like a deeper spicy red, and it's actually in the color Spicy. Super pretty. The next one I'm going to be using is more of a burgundy red color, and this one is in Disco Diva. So that'll be super nice for a pop of color on the lips. Then I'm pulling in a nude, and this one is in Bottle Service, and I've actually really been liking this one. I've worn this one a couple times just on my own before I even put it in the Shop My Stash, and I really enjoy the color. And then of course we got to add in a peach, and this one is in the shade Foxy Mama, and it is gorgeous. Foxy Mama and Pop Clink Smooch are 2 different colors. So as you guys can see, this one is more of like a peachy nude brown color, and this one is like a true peachy coral color. So I'm super excited about those colors. Can't wait to use them. And then I threw in 3 of my little mini Fenty gloss bombs. So we have Taffy Tease on the left, Baby Brute in the middle, and then Ruby Milk on the right. So these are gorgeous. They will be nice as toppers. They will be nice as lip glosses on their own or with a lip liner or something. I just really wanted to put these in here to get some use on them because they're really pretty spring colors. So y'all know I usually like to fill up this whole row with like lip glosses and lipsticks and everything, but I'm gonna stick with the ones that I have. I don't want to add in too many things because, like I said, I don't know how long I'm gonna be doing this Shop My Stash. So I think all of the colors that I chose, I have a really good variety. I can wear so many different things, so I'm gonna leave it at that. For my single eyeshadows, I have 4 from ColourPop, 3 Super Shots, and then 1 Jelly Much eyeshadow. So the first one that I have, this one is in the shade Pledge Class, and y'all look at the shine and the shimmer on this. This is right up my alley as like a single shadow that I would use on top of like just a base shadow. It's so pretty. So I'm gonna be adding that in. The next thing that I'm adding in, another one that can be used as like a super pretty base. This one is in the shade Sail Away, and it kind of has a peachy pink like golden shift to it. It is stunning. Like, y'all, that is so gorgeous. So I want to add that one in as well. I can use that as a topper for many of these eyeshadow palettes that I'm going to be adding in. The next one, this one is Like a Shot, and it's the ultra metallic, so it doesn't have too much glitter in it, but it's still super pretty how it catches the light, and I could use this like every day for work or something. So that one is going to be easy for me to use. And then the last one I have is a Jelly Much eyeshadow, and this one is in the shade Hoot and Holler. And y'all, when I tell y'all, why have I been sleeping on my Jelly Much eyeshadows in my collection? I think the reason why I don't use them is because they dry out so fast, but all you have to do is just re-wet them with like Fix Plus or something, and they're back perfect. And look at this swatch, y'all. Oh my god, like, are you serious? Do y'all see all of those glitter reflex? Do y'all see how pretty that shade catches the light? I need to use this again as a topper, just like how I would with the Super Shots. I need to use it as a topper on top of other eyeshadows, or, you know, as my main lid shade. I just need to get use out of it because that color is too pretty to just not be using it. So those are my single eyeshadows, and then the two liners that I'm bringing in. This one is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in Alkaline, and then this one is the ColourPop Creme Gel Liner in the shade Peach Fuzz. So let me make sure this one actually is not dried out because I have not used it, and it's not. That'll be really pretty in the waterline. Something different than a nude, but you know, still giving like a pop of color. And then this is the one from Urban Decay in Alkaline. It's a really, really nice deep plummy purple, and I actually love using that one in the fall and the springtime. I feel like it goes for both seasons. I actually used that yesterday for work in my waterline with the Too Faced Peach palette, and it was just so pretty, which I actually do have in my Shop My Stash. So let me go ahead and show y'all that. So this is the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. Mine is super old. I bought this palette when it first came out, so y'all know how old and how long ago that was. That was quite some years ago, and it still works perfectly fine. My eyeshadow look yesterday was stunning, and yeah, I just really want to use this and get some use out of it. So, and it's the perfect spring palette, and I haven't shown it a lot of love in a really, really long time, so definitely wanted to pull that in. And then we have the Urban Decay Naked Heat eyeshadow palette. This is what this one looks like. It's really pretty. It's kind of a monochromatic type of palette, but it's gorgeous nonetheless, so I will be using that. I'm also going to be using this Pat McGrath X Bridgerton palette, and I got this from TJ Maxx as well. Have not used it. I've swatched it a little bit. This color would be perfect to wear on St. Patty's Day. When I do my St. Patty's Day look, I usually go for a greeny gold instead of just straight green, just because that's what I like, and I feel like it really represents like the pot of gold aspect of it, so that's what I like to go for. This is another palette that I got from TJ Maxx. This is the Urban Decay Naked palette with Robin Eisenberg, and this is what the inside of the palette looks like. I actually looked at her artwork, and I actually really do like a lot of it. I think it has a very good message behind it about like women positivity, body positivity, and all of that. So yeah, I had to pick up this palette, and I really do like the colors in it. I'm going to be using the ColourPop I Love Sadie Through My Eyes palette. This is an oldie but a goodie as well. If you guys remember when this came out, so pretty. That emerald shade is gorgeous, and so is this shade Moody down here for like a green on the lower lash line. So super pretty. Can't wait to use that. I'm also going to be pulling in my ColourPop Sonic Bloom palette. I have not used this at all. The most I've done is swatched it, so I will be dipping and dabbing in this palette, and it's super pretty. This is my custom ColourPop palette that I haven't used in a while. I love the range of the shades that I put in this palette. Like, if I do say so myself, pat on the back for me. Y'all can see I've hit pan in 3 of the shades in this palette, and I really just want to get some more use on it and enjoy it. Pulling out this OG right here, the Jackie Aina Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palette. I have not used this in a minute either. Sponsor is such a pretty color. I can't wait to throw that on my lid. So yes, I will be getting some good use out of this palette. And then the last two palettes, these are smaller in size, but they pack a punch. So the first one is the Pat McGrath Labs, what is this one? The Blitz Astral Quad in Ritualistic Rose. And these are the colors. They are stunning. This is definitely like a companion palette. I love this shade right here to use for the springtime. I also love a good bronzy shade, so that will be getting some use on it. And then the last palette that I'm pulling in is from Huda Beauty, and this was the Year of the Tiger palette. Yeah, the Tiger Wild Obsessions palette. So this is what that one looks like. It is stunning and gorgeous. I cannot wait to use those shimmer shades again, like this greeny gold one right here. Really, really pretty. So I'm excited about everything that I've pulled into the Shop My Stash. All of these colors, like, they just put me in the mood for spring. They're so bright and punchy and fun and right up my alley. So I'm super excited about this Shop My Stash iteration. I hope you guys will be checking out my other videos so you can see some of the looks that I will be coming up with using these products in my Shop My Stash. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below and letting me know if you enjoyed it. If you're new, you should definitely go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Join the Fragrance and Beauty Army, as well as that bell notification so that you can be notified every single time that I upload a video. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace.